You know the feeling, right? You're stuck on hold, listening to that awful music, and you just know you're going to have to repeat your problem to like three different people. It is a universal nightmare. But what if all that tech that runs our lives could actually fix this? Well, today we're going to look at a system that's trying to do exactly that. I mean, seriously. You call with one simple question, and you end up repeating your name and your account number over and over. It's like the company you're calling has total amnesia from one department to the next. And that disconnected, super frustrating experience, that's what we're talking about. But here's the good news. That whole tangled mess is exactly what modern cloud contact centers are designed to unravel. The idea is to replace that confusing maze with a straight line, a direct, smart conversation. Let's see how they actually pull it off. Okay, so the first huge idea is to move the entire operation, the phone lines, the software, all of it into the cloud. Think of it less like an upgrade and more like yanking out some tangled ancient switchboard and plugging in a smart, centralized brain instead. And that brings us right to Amazon Connect. So what is it, really? At its core, it's a toolkit for businesses to build and run their entire customer service from the cloud. This means they can change and grow in ways that are just impossible when you're dealing with big, clunky hardware stuck in some server room. But honestly, the best way to get this is to see it in action. So for the rest of this explainer, we're going to do just that. Let's follow one single customer call from the moment it starts to the moment it's resolved and see how all these pieces fit together. So our journey starts the second a call comes in. But what's interesting is that the first big change happens on the agent side of the conversation. In an old school call center, the agent is kind of flying blind, right? They know nothing about you. Here, that idea is completely flipped on its head. Before the agent even says hello, a complete unified profile of you, the caller, pops right up on their screen. And this isn't just some basic call log. Connect actually pulls in your entire history from other apps the company uses, like Salesforce. So right away, the agent sees who you are and probably has a pretty good guess why you're calling. No more, "Can I have your account number for the third time, please?" Okay, so the agent has your whole history, but what if your problem is tricky? This is where it gets really, really cool. The agent isn't working alone anymore. They literally have an AI copilot helping them out in real time during the call. This AI is called Amazon Q, and its entire reason for being is to act as that copilot. Its mission is to feed the agent real-time advice to help them solve your problem, not just fast, but correctly. So how does it actually do that? Well, while you're talking and explaining your issue, the AI is listening. It automatically figures out your intent, what you're trying to do, and immediately starts feeding the agent helpful info. It could be a perfectly phrased response, a clickable button that says process refund, or a link to the exact help article that solves your specific problem. And this part is super important. This AI isn't just scraping answers from the wild west of the internet. It's all built on a platform called Amazon Bedrock, which basically acts as a safety layer, a set of guardrails. It makes sure the AI is secure and responsible, and only uses the company's own approved information. So let's just trace that whole flow one more time. Step 1, the call arrives, and boom, the agent gets your profile. Step 2, as you talk, the AI detects your intent. Step 3, it gives the agent real-time guidance. And finally, step 4, the whole interaction is logged and tracked in a case file, so nothing gets lost. And that last part, Amazon Connect Cases, is absolutely critical for those really complex problems. It makes sure that if your issue isn't solved on the very first try, it doesn't just vanish into thin air. It creates an official record that can be tracked across multiple calls, multiple days, even multiple teams until you finally get a resolution. All right, so that's how one single call gets a whole lot better. But the real magic, the real power, happens when the system starts learning from all the calls. It's about spotting patterns and using those insights to make the entire experience better for everyone. And this is where a tool called Contact Lens comes in. Just think of it like a powerful analytics engine, but for conversations. It doesn't just write down what was said, it analyzes the language to figure out customer sentiment. Are people happy, frustrated, confused? It can automatically spot recurring issues and sort calls into categories for managers to review. You can see how this would be a total game changer for a manager, right? They can spot trends as they're happening. If, say, 100 customers suddenly start calling about a broken link on the website, the system flags it immediately. It lets the company get ahead of problems instead of just reacting to a flood of angry calls all day long. And being proactive isn't just about fixing what's broken. The system can also handle outbound campaigns. This is perfect for stuff like sending out automated appointment reminders, letting you know your subscription is about to renew, or other kinds of large-scale communications. So let's zoom all the way out for the final big picture. A platform like this is never really finished. It's always evolving. New features are constantly being added, and sometimes old ones are retired as the technology just moves on. And here is a perfect and maybe even a little surprising example of exactly that. A feature called Amazon Voice ID, which has been a part of this system for years, is actually being officially phased out. Voice ID was pretty cool tech. It basically used your unique voice print as a password to confirm who you are and boost security. The fact that it's now being retired just goes to show how incredibly fast this space is moving. What was totally cutting edge yesterday is already being replaced by the next big thing today. And that leaves us with one last, really important question to think about. As the AI gets better and better at all the routine stuff, finding information, suggesting answers, tracking cases, what becomes the most valuable human skill? If the AI can provide the correct answer, maybe the human's most critical job is to deliver that answer with empathy, with patience, and with genuine understanding. Something to think about.